Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf here again on a cold but very sunny Thursday, February 8th, 2018. Of course, today is a continuation of Black History Month also, and I had a couple of thoughts about that for Black History Month. This is kind of my part two of why I do not like Black History Month. And it's not that I don't like Black history. I love learning about Black history. There's always something new to learn about Black history. And I strongly encourage you young people to really getting to study about your history and about the roots of your history. Because when I was in grade school, this is no joke, and I'm kind of dating myself, but I gotta state facts. There was not a single book. I mean, there were biographies, of course, about specific individuals who made a difference in Black history, who changed lives, like Dr. King and Malcolm X and the like. But as far as books that actually talk about blacks in American history, no, there were none. Zero. I kid you not. I can't think of two books that were actually textbooks about Black history. And I talked briefly about a Black history teacher I had in high school, who actually was a white guy. He was the only Black history teacher I ever had who specifically taught Black history, who just happened to be white. And you know what he referenced Black history off of? Biographies. That's right. There were no actual written history in American history about Black history. That's a known fact. Don't ask me. Ask your parents and grandparents. There were no written oral history about African Americans in terms of Black history in American history. We were considered separate from American history. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, real talk. And I'm not making this up. This is facts. Yep, we were considered a separate part, just like now. 28 days does not give you a lot of time to learn about Black history. They just want to go ahead and put it at the beginning of the year just so they can get it the fuck out of the way. Excuse my French, but that's a sad analogy of it, but that's the best way I know how to put it. Because to me, we should be learning Black history every day of the year. And I you know what I mean. We should be talking about Black history just like we talk about American history. It's all the same. It's all relative. And people don't see it that way. Many people don't see it that way. They really don't. God. That's what I hate about coming across here. Come on. What you doing, you freaking idiot? You see I'm right here, you son of a bitch. Come on. Damn. All I do is go across them right there. But anyway, I mean, that's the way it is, And I sometimes get annoyed by that mess when Black history is not valued like American history, because Black history is American history. But of course, in the eyes of the non-melanated culture, they see it their way, not the way it should be, not the way it is. For their warped sense of views. I mean, and I'm not saying that because I'm Black conscious. I'm not a Black conscious person, but I am consciously aware of my surroundings and how people are. I can go into a whole spiel about this. But I think I'm more of a realist. I try to be real and honest about the things that I see every day. I think I could have went to that location. That's what I was trying to go for anyway. That's one of the problems that I have with it. And being Black History Month, of course, they're going to show every black movie. Look at Black Panther. Black Panther is coming out in 9 days. In the middle of Black History Month. They don't plan on it being a big blockbuster for the summer. They were never going to highlight it as a big blockbuster for the summer. You know why? Because it's a black movie. Now, if this was the Avengers, where pretty much the entire cast is white anyway, and that's getting ready to come out a little later. You know? Ain't that something? Why can't they put the Avengers out in spring and put out Black Panther out in the summer? It goes to show you right there how much our culture is valued. And from my understanding, it's very little valued. Black Panther was actually not even written by a black guy. At least the comic book wasn't. It was written by a white guy, Jack Kirby. I read many of his books in Marvel Comics for years. Legendary writer and illustrator. Probably one of the foremost mentioned comic book writers and illustrators of all time, especially a major comic book company. But there are many other. As a matter of fact, Black Lightning, the television show is based on a comic book about a black character, also written by a white guy, Tony and Isabella, who I met in 1978 at a comic book store in my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. I think I'm playing for this. I should start going out here right up through. The thing of it is, you have plenty of black comic book writers and illustrators out here now. They're not getting a shine. You know? And I think that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Don't get me wrong. I didn't read a lot of Black Panther. I wasn't big into Black Panther. I didn't see a lot of Black Panther comics out at the time either. I'll be honest with you. And by the way, Black Panther is not the first black superhero that's ever been out there. I think the Falcon predates him, if I'm not mistaken. I'm surprised they didn't put one out about him because the character... I guess I can go. He's sitting there. Because the character of the Falcon was already introduced a few years ago in I think it was the Captain America movie, if I'm not mistaken. One of those movies he was already introduced to. Yeah, matter of fact, it was the first. I think it was the first one. So that's why I'm kind of surprised, mildly surprised about that one. That's another whole story. But Black history should be every day, and that's what I'm trying to say. It shouldn't be just 1 month of the year. It should be all year. You know, and that's really in itself is a crime. That's only a couple of months, only a month out the year. I mean, who ever heard that bullshit? 1 month out the freaking year, man. Yeah. I'm not saying you're gonna stop for them. 1 month out the freaking damn year. That makes no damn sense at all. Yeah, 1 month. You know, 1 month ain't enough time to even figure out what you study. You know? That in itself is a daggone shame. 1 month for Black history. Come on now. People need to go ahead with that bullshit, for real. 1 freaking month. People just figuring out about their own heritage in 1 month. You know? But hopefully our culture will be able to expand where people will accept us for who we are and for what we do that helped make America great. All the time. This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.